good afternoon. Welcome to our channel. This is my first video actually that I'm doing. My name is Erwin. I am 26 years old and I am from Mexico. Actually, I will be turning 27 in 2 days, which will be my birthday. Now you're asking yourselves, well, why is this guy making a video? What is he going to talk about? Well, I will be talking about a topic that we don't really talk very much often in our society, and that topic is called Asperger Syndrome. I bet you guys are asking yourselves, well, what is Asperger Syndrome and why is this guy doing a video with about Asperger Syndrome? Well, I will answer to you the second question, why I'm making a video about Asperger Syndrome. The reason why I'm making a video about Asperger Syndrome is because I am a guy who has Asperger Syndrome. Now you're asking yourselves, well, okay, you're a guy who has Asperger Syndrome, but what is it? Well, Asperger Syndrome is a mild form of autism and is part of the autistic spectrum disorder. And what are those disorders called? That would be Asperger Syndrome, classical autism, PDD not otherwise specified, and Tourette syndrome. Like in the other video, my friend and business partner Matt explained to him that he has PDD, not otherwise specified. I will be explaining to you about Asperger syndrome in this video, and I will explain to you more about what will be like my experience as an Asperger person in different situations, because people with Asperger syndrome have difficulties in reading social cues and in social situations. Unlike autistic people, we who do not want to socialize or are not interested in socializing, people with Asperger syndrome, we are interested in making friends or having a girlfriend, or if they are girls, like a boyfriend, but we are awkward at approaching those actions. And I will explain to you in my following videos like my experiences in different topics such as Asperger in the workplace, Asperger and love, Asperger and sex, Asperger and school, Asperger in the teenage years, and so on. In my experience, yes, I am not, many people have said I'm not a typical Asperger person. And why? Well, because Asperger syndrome is not this, it doesn't affect the same in every individual. It ranges from mild to severe, and in my case it will be, well, most people say that it's a mild case of Asperger syndrome. Why? Because I have had, for me it has been easy to be in romantic relationships with girls. I'm actually a married guy with a Japanese girl, which is of course she's from a completely different culture from mine, which is a Latin culture, and I will be also touching in the following videos more about that as well. And I have had success in romantic relationships and getting girlfriends. Maybe not as many, not a lot of girlfriends, and I am not a Latin lover. I can guarantee you that, though I have been called like that by some people. But the few girlfriends I had been long-term relationships in the past. And I will explain, and I want you to keep in mind in these videos that Asperger syndrome is only one small thing that is part of me. It's because many people oftentimes they label a person, and with that label is just their entire person's personality or qualities. That's not true. With me, Asperger syndrome is just a small part of who I am, and on the following videos I'll share to you more about my hobbies and the other topics that I talked beforehand as well. And I will talk about, and my hobbies are I like Disney comics, I like anime, I like fashion, I like traveling and learning about other cultures. I also like anthropology, and I will also be doing videos along with my friend and business partner Matt about different topics we'll be talking, and I will have a special guests too, like my spouse, my other friends as well, and we will do also podcasts in this video as well to talk about different subjects. I want to do this video these videos rather, not for the sake of making myself famous or be a celebrity, because that's not the point of doing these videos. My points of the reason why I'm doing these videos is because, and especially in my case, because most of the videos out there are usually from people with Asperger's from the English speaking world or English speaking countries like the USA, the UK, or Canada and Australia. Is that there are not so many videos that come from a Latin guy or from a Latin perspective. And I already made a video in Spanish about talking about the same thing where I'm talking to you in English. You are free to take a look at it. And I want to help also people with Asperger syndrome, and inspire them, hopefully based on my experiences, both from the Spanish speaking people with Asperger from Spanish speaking countries and people with Asperger from the English speaking countries. That's my purpose, to help to do these videos, and I want to inspire people. I put a lot of passion on inspiring others, because life is not always easy, and it has been, and trust me, I have been passing through a lot of bad things, either like in the past, also currently sometimes, or when I will face more challenges in the future as well, because that's part of life. And I want to explain that in my following videos, and how in my experiences I cope with it, and how I overcome it and made those failures, the failures that I made, turn them into success. Because a lot of the times people with Asperger syndrome, because they are so rigid and they are only focused and they are inflexible, many times that's why they are only stuck and they don't succeed. And I want to show them that they can be more flexible and at the same time be successful like I am. Also, people with Asperger syndrome have a lack of empathy. That I am also guilty of that, because I'm a pretty direct person. I speak what I say, what I think in my mind, and I will also, and it has also brought me into problems, especially in romantic relationships, because that not always is a very good thing to be like that in different situations, because not many people take it very well. But I will show you in my experiences how I did it and how I am still learning and coping with it and becoming a better person, because I'm also not perfect, and no one in this world is perfect as well, and I have made many mistakes, as I mentioned it before. I will also, and lastly, I hope you have a good weekend, and remember, stay happy.